This southern line is moving at about 55 miles per hour, and at the Dothan Airport, just rolled through there, they saw a wind gust of 64 miles per hour. From Cordele along 41 up toward Richwood, I still want you to be in the lowest level, most interior portion of your home. Hey guys, I am very well prepared. I've got my coat on this morning, and hopefully you know where it is. You might have to dig it out from the closet. We gave you the first alert last week that the colder air was on the way, and it is here. But that center of circulation could be anywhere within this cone of uncertainty. That's why the National Hurricane Center does release that, because the center could be all the way out here into the Atlantic. It could be all the way out here into the eastern Gulf of Mexico. Just a 20% chance of a passing shower. But hey, I'm happy about it because I get to go home after my shift and watch it at home. Just a wild story. I spoke to a few employees earlier who tell me they came outside after they thought the main circulation had gone by, and well, they witnessed a new tornado form right over the field. Severe thunderstorm warning, a brand new severe thunderstorm warning for portions of Clay County, Baker County, and Early County. That's until 6:30 tonight. Winds 60 miles per hour and gusts higher than that. Penny-sized hail will be possible as well. I'm going to show you the live look. This is looking south at that severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah. So anyway, one question: do you want to build a snowman?
Bradford, absolutely. I'd love to come out and play.
Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Just a beautiful day all across South Georgia. Plenty of sunshine after some early morning clouds. We do have a northerly breeze out there. 10 to 15, gusting up to 20, ushering in that cooler and drier air. And we're continuing to track ongoing severe weather moving through South Georgia. We do have a first alert weather day in place for Thursday, and we gave you the first alert to this severe weather potential last Friday. So almost a week ago here in South Georgia, we gave you here on WALB the first alert to the potential for severe weather, and we're seeing that ongoing here as we push toward the 5 o'clock hour on this Thursday. A live look at first alert radar out there right now. Plenty, and I mean plenty, of moderate to heavy rainfall continuing to push its way off to the east, and plenty of lightning to go around as well. And as we take a live look at our Alpha Insurance camera in Moultrie right now, you can see those dark looking clouds and that severe thunderstorm rolling up toward your way as well, continuing to see heavy rainfall. And here are the current watches and warnings in place. We still have ongoing severe thunderstorm warning for much of Thomas County and through western portions of Brooks County, and also for the southern portions of Seminole County through Decatur County, and also the northwestern portion of Grady County under severe thunderstorm warning. But I do want to point out something here. This red shaded area is the current tornado watch across the area. And notice, once this main line of thunderstorms moves through your area, the severe weather threat drops drastically. So there is no longer a tornado watch for you folks in Lee County, through Calhoun County, and through Early County, and for you folks over in Sumter County and all points off to the north and west. And we'll likely see the tornado watch dropped here in Dougherty County relatively soon. I think the severe weather threat is starting to push its way off to the east, and we're continuing to see that on first alert radar. Some of the heaviest activity and the potential for severe weather currently ongoing through portions of Dooley County, through Crisp County, and knocking on the door for you folks in Wilcox County, my friends over in Turner County toward Ashburn as well. Some gusty winds likely with this thunderstorm, a line of thunderstorms, and knocking on the door for you folks in Sylvester and Worth County. Ongoing thunderstorm for pretty much all of Lee County, through Dougherty County, and through portions of Baker and Mitchell counties as well, and further off down to the south and west. My goodness, look at all this lightning ongoing with the severe thunderstorm warning through portions of Decatur County, through Seminole County as well. Heavy rainfall amounts 2 to 4 inches per hour possible out of this thunderstorm as it moves off to the east, and some gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour will be possible. And I was pointing out to our crew here just before or during the commercial break, it looks like this severe thunderstorm has basically been sheared out from the upper level winds from the southwest to the north and east. So now we're seeing this long area of heavy rainfall continue to push its way off to the north and east, now affecting eastern portions of Colquitt County. And notice the main line pushing off to the east, but we are seeing those individual cells out ahead of that line, and also the individual cells within the line racing off to the north and east. So ongoing tornado watch for areas shaded in red there, ongoing flash flood watch for all those shaded areas in green. 4 to 6 inches of rainfall likely with locally higher amounts possible. Ongoing flash flood warnings for portions of Sumter County through Stewart and Webster counties as well. An additional 1 to 2 inches of rainfall will be possible. So the rising crossing of those creeks and rivers in those areas will be possible as well. And we do have a wind advisory for all the tan shaded areas as we head into the early evening hours on Thursday. And out ahead of this line, we're already seeing damaging winds. So we've got power lines down and trees down through portions of South Georgia, through Dougherty County, through Worth County, and also through Tift County as well. So we're continuing to see that damage out ahead of this line. And look at all the current watches and warnings across the area. A good chunk of the southeast currently under a tornado watch, and we're starting to see that severe weather threat scaled back once that initial line does roll through South Georgia. So our forecast does show that line shifting toward the I-75 corridor within the next hour or two, and most of the severe weather activity will now be out of the area by about 8 to 9 o'clock, and we'll start to see some weakening conditions. A few showers will be possible Friday morning, and we're looking like a really nice weekend across the area. So timing now through early to mid-evening threats. Damaging winds will be the main threat. A few tornadoes will be possible. Heavy rainfall is also likely as well. Continue to have a way to receive warnings as we head throughout the evening hours. So your first alert, 7-day forecast, a much better forecast is on the way once that cold front does roll on through. Drier and cooler air filters in with temperatures in the 50s on Friday. All dry as we head towards Saturday and Sunday as well, with high temperatures in the low to mid 60s. And then look at that, we're warming right back up as we head into next week, with few showers likely each and every day as we begin a brand new work week, with high temperatures back into the low to mid 70s across South Georgia. Carla. Yeah, hey there, Jim. According to these storm reports, South Georgia, we saw around 24 reports of damage and also flooding across the region. Now, take a look at some of these pictures our viewers sent in of the damage as the storms did roll through yesterday. We saw some wind damage even before the main squall line pushed into the region. Ahead of the line, winds were gusting 40 to 50 miles per hour. The highest wind gust recorded ahead of the line was 54 miles per hour at Moody Air Force Base. The line of strong to severe storms caused trees and power lines to come down, as well as flash flooding. One person was injured in South Georgia from Thursday's storm system. Since Wednesday, 2 to 4 inches of rain fell in South Georgia, with some parts of the area seeing up to 5 to 6 inches. Across the southeastern states, there were more than 200 storm reports from Thursday, and at least 5 people were killed in 4 states. Now, overall, the damage here in South Georgia was on the minor side. We did not see any confirmed tornadoes here in South Georgia. We did just get word from the National Weather Service that there was a confirmed EF0 tornado in Waycross with maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour. Live in the newsroom, Bradford Ambrose, WAOB News 10. Yeah, Carla, the community is shaken up right now. I spoke to several people today, and they cannot believe this happened right here in their own community. Now, to give our viewers some reference, I'm standing about a mile away from the crash site. The crash site's right over here over my right shoulder. Now, during an earlier press conference, I asked about the community's response to this crash this morning. Officials say they've been trying to control rumors throughout the day.
The biggest thing is speculation, trying to kill rumor control and people making assumptions. Unfortunately, we do have several local pilots that live here in Sumter County, so of course their families are very concerned as to whether or not it may be their loved ones.
Now, it's important to note the Federal Aviation Administration says the plane crashed just after it departed. The Sumter County Sheriff's Office says they don't know right now if the plane took off from this airport or a nearby airport. I spoke to several people in this area today. A man at the airport told me one of the victims is a well-known gentleman and knew him for around 30 years. Stay with WAOB for the very latest on this story as it develops. Live in Americus, Bradford Ambrose, WAOB News 10. The sheriff says this is where Grimsley's body was found, along Highway 280 near Reed's Crossing Road. Investigators say someone picking up trash found his body in the ditch beside the road. Sheriff Rogers says he was last seen July 14th, but wasn't reported missing until August 9th. He says it's important to report someone missing as soon as possible.
I would recommend that if you are worried about a loved one or a family member, I would rather you call and it be nothing than not call and someone be hurt or missing. We would rather check it out and it be nothing to it than not know.
His remains will head to the GBI crime lab so they can determine how Grimsley died. Coming up at 6, find out why no one could find Grimsley for so long. In Wilcox County, Bradford Ambrose.
From your first alert station, this is WALB News 10 at 6.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Bradford Ambrose. On Friday, Post 13 in Tifton and Post 31 in Valdosta both worked one fatal crash. That makes a total of 3 fatalities in South Georgia this weekend. Across the state, troopers have worked 11 fatal crashes, according to the Georgia Department of Public Safety's Twitter. And you may be planning to stay home this weekend. The Albany area YMCA is offering activities for those who won't go too far away from home this weekend. They will offer access to its Central and Lee Branch facilities.